Great. Why? What have you heard?
Ryan Reynolds, Hollywood's ultimate funny guy, right? Charming, witty, and effortlessly cool? Well, that image just took a massive hit.
Welcome into Live Now from Fox. I'm your host, Christina Evans. We do want to turn our attention to another story that's been getting quite a lot of attention online. Of course, I want to put up this tweet for you that we have from Variety laying out what's happening here. Justin Baldoni, the actor, is now suing Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds for $400 million. He's alleging that they sought to, quote unquote, destroy him.
Fox News just dropped a bombshell exposing Reynolds as a total nightmare behind the scenes, controlling co-stars, blacklisting crew members, and manipulating his nice guy persona. His dirty laundry is finally out in the open. And guess what? Former colleagues aren't holding back. Now, the big question is, how did Reynolds react when Fox News pulled back the curtain on his not-so-perfect reputation? Let's dive in. The backlash against Reynolds escalated when reports emerged that he had threatened to blacklist a makeup artist on the set of Deadpool 2. The artist, whose name has not been publicly revealed, was reportedly unable to return for a reshoot due to prior commitments. Rather than accepting the scheduling conflict, Reynolds allegedly reacted with fury, warning that he had the power to make sure she never worked in the industry again.
Ryan, get ready. You should get ready. He's been hideously deformed. Well, I feel super weird. Disfigured version of Wade was hugely important and really hard to nail.
This shocking revelation painted a starkly different picture of Reynolds. The fun-loving, sarcastic guy adored by fans was, behind the scenes, a controlling and vindictive figure willing to jeopardize someone's career over minor inconveniences. The incident sparked outrage, with many calling out the hypocrisy of Reynolds' public image versus his real-life behavior.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. All right, guys.
While the makeup artist controversy was the tipping point, it was far from an isolated incident. Fox News and other media outlets quickly began digging into Reynolds' history on set, uncovering a troubling pattern of behavior that had previously gone overlooked. One of the most notable cases involved director Tim Miller, who was originally set to helm Deadpool 2 after the first film's massive success. However, Miller's departure from the project was anything but smooth. Reports indicate that Reynolds clashed with him over creative control, ultimately forcing Miller out so he could exert more dominance over the production.
Each of you have been brought here because of your specific skill set.
Yeah.
You are masters in bombs.
And Ajax will have his way with you.
Yes.
Well, in all seriousness, one of the big pleasures of my job is that you talk to people over the years and you talk to them as they're starting to work on specific projects. And the last time we spoke, you were just starting production on Deadpool.
Yeah.
And Miller isn't the only one to have suffered at Reynolds' hands. Co-stars Morena Baccarin and T.J. Miller both reportedly had negative experiences working with him. Baccarin, who played Vanessa in Deadpool, was allegedly sidelined in the sequel after a disagreement with Reynolds, leading to her character's drastically reduced screen time. T.J. Miller, who played Weasel, later revealed that Reynolds had belittled him on set, making him feel unwelcome. These stories align with a growing perception that Reynolds is far from the easygoing and supportive co-star he claims to be. Instead, he appears to have a track record of pushing out those who don't align with his vision, making it increasingly difficult for people to work with him.
It's a movie. He was the actor and director. Justin has now sued his co-star Blake Lively and her husband, Deadpool actor Ryan Reynolds, for defamation and extortion on Thursday. This was the latest move, though, in a very bitter legal battle surrounding the dark romantic comedy. Do want to put up some video for you as well here. But the suit there that was filed in federal court in New York by Baldoni and production company Wayfarer Studios is now seeking at least $400 million for damages.
The moment Fox News publicly called out Reynolds, everything changed. For years, Hollywood insiders had whispered about his alleged toxic behavior, but those stories never gained mainstream attention until now. Fox News exposed not only rehashed past controversies, but also testimonies from unnamed industry professionals who had worked with with Reynolds and found him difficult and controlling. The report painted him as someone whose nice guy persona was merely a well-crafted act, concealing an ego-driven personality with a need to dominate every project he touches. Reynolds reportedly reacted with anger and disbelief, unable to comprehend how the media had suddenly turned against him. Sources close to the actor suggest that he initially dismissed the reports as exaggerated gossip, but as more voices joined the conversation, it became clear that this was not just another Hollywood rumor. It was a full-fledged image crisis. Following the Fox News takedown, several high-profile industry figures have either distanced themselves from Reynolds or outright criticized him. Quentin Tarantino publicly dismissed Reynolds' work as unremarkable, adding fuel to the fire of those who believe the actor's success is more about marketing than genuine talent. Chris Columbus, the director of the original Home Alone, slammed Reynolds' attempted Home Alone reboot, calling it disrespectful and implying that Reynolds often takes creative liberties in ways that undermine the original vision of projects. Gerard Butler previously made headlines when he brushed off Reynolds' Deadpool movies, stating that he had no interest in that type of film, subtly shading Reynolds' approach to cinema. Perhaps most tellingly, Reynolds' close friend Jake Gyllenhaal has remained completely silent throughout the controversy. The two were once known for their playful friendship, but as Reynolds' reputation continues to decline, Gyllenhaal's lack of public support speaks volumes.
You have to stop saying that you're going to move to Canada whenever you're mad at something in the U.S. As a Canadian, I'm sorry, but no, you can't. I know we're friendly, but Canada's not your safe house. I mean, we barely let Canadians into Canada anymore, so please, pick somewhere else. I hear Finland is really lovely this time of year. You have to stop.
One of Reynolds' biggest assets throughout his career has been his humor. Fans have loved his sarcastic, quick-witted personality, both in interviews and on social media, but now that humor is being viewed in a different light.
Talking of pumped up, you get to wear the suit. Yeah. Which is a nice, kind of like, I'm wearing a suit. Yeah.
Well, it's like a big red body condom.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure.
But,
call it a suit, whatever you want.
But Josh, it's really you that, hey! I'm really in the suit, okay? I'm sorry.
You have to, put the suit on sort of like
It's just
wiggle
like a
into it.
team of people that get that thing on.
Like
and I'm
a-
always so terrified.
Critics argue that Reynolds' sarcasm has always had a mean-spirited edge, masked as playful banter. As his reputation suffers, even his longtime supporters are beginning to see his jokes as less charming and more cutting. This shift in perception is crucial. Without his humor, what is left of his carefully crafted public image? More importantly, as actors and filmmakers hesitate to work with him, Reynolds may find himself facing a serious career slump. If Hollywood no longer sees him as the easygoing, bankable star he once was, his opportunities will begin to shrink.
I think we can all agree that Jonathan Bailey is objectively perfect. Perhaps too perfect. Personally, I would have preferred fewer scenes featuring Mr. Bailey. Being good is great, but being great is bad. You can't just go around indiscriminately spraying charisma all over an enraptured audience. It might feel nice in the moment, but it could easily destabilize the entire industry.
Ryan Reynolds' carefully crafted Hollywood image is facing its biggest challenge yet. The Fox News expose has pulled back the curtain, revealing allegations of manipulation, control, and an ego that may have finally caught up with him. With former co-stars, directors, and even industry icons turning their backs on him, Reynolds is at a crossroads. Will he be able to salvage his reputation, or is this the beginning of his downfall? And what about Blake Lively? Will she be able to distance herself from the controversy, or is her career tied too closely to Reynolds for her to escape unscathed? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, the Hollywood fairy tale they built is now under intense scrutiny. What do you think about the allegations against Ryan Reynolds? Do you believe Hollywood is finally seeing his true colors, or is this just another case of exaggerated controversy? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to watch more of our latest contents here